Okay, so for this sprint, I created managers to handle the creation of models, textures, and shaders. So in our Atom engine, we load all our content. So whenever we load an asset, we give it a custom name to reference. And then with the case of models, we can either load them from files, from a pre-made model, or a custom set of vertical and horizontal slices. Textures, either we load from a file or a custom RGB value, and then shaders, we just currently load those from a file. And then in our graphics objects here, we load everything, we get all of those objects with the custom names that we assigned. And then when we unload everything, we unload the engine, we delete all of the objects in the shader, in the managers, as well as deleting the managers as well. So looking through each of these managers, they're all very similar. Each is set up as a singleton. Each one has their own custom file path to start their default search for their respective assets. So for instance, the shader manager starts at the shaders folder, texture manager starts at textures, and model manager starts at models here. And then also each of these managers has their own map, their own dictionary to keep track of all the assets they create. So regardless of how they are loaded, the custom name that we assign becomes the key for the dictionary, and then the value is a brand new shader object, or just new asset that we create. And then when we delete everything, we just go through we iterate through the dictionary, delete all the objects, and also dereference our singleton. And then all of these other managers are very similar as well. And then if we go ahead and run this real quick, we can see that everything is still working as the previous demo. And just looking through the files real quick as well, we see that our assets are all organized properly. So those are looking through those folders. And then we can also see just for the code as well, everything is kind of organized into the engine code, and there's separate folders, both in the file system as well as Visual Studio.